out in our watermelon patch, picking our watermelons because it has been raining for several days and we're afraid they're going to split. So this is a early moonbeam. I'll show you in a minute how the tendrils look, but that's should be a yellow flush. I've got all different kinds. I've got Hambies. There are some Sun, Moon, and Stars in there. Crimson Sweet over there. And I'm going to try to maneuver my way around, because the problem with watermelons is that if you step on the vines, you will probably kill the vine and destroy the watermelon. And my foot's starting to get a cramp because I've been standing for a while on this one foot and I found a spot. Shh.
There we go.
Okay, now let's see. It looks like a Hamby.
Mine sounds more ripe than yours.
So watermelons are kind of like a competition around here. So which ones taste the best, which ones do the best, who can pick the most, who can eat the most.
I can.
Daniel can eat a lot. So this one is huge. Look at that sucker. No, that is a sun and moon. You can see by the little dots on it. And the pretty thing about those is they have beautiful dotted leaves also. I bet we got another one over there too. Now, gotta get, ooh, almost fell. Okay, so with watermelons, you can pat them and you can listen, but that's not always a telltale sign of ripeness. What you need to do is look for where the stem comes out, right there, and follow it back till you find this little tendril. So this guy, even though it is humongous for Sun and Moon and Stars, it is not even close because that tendril is still green. So, see right there? And
I have a dry tendril on a Georgia rattlesnake.
really?
Yes.
Golly, that thing's huge. So we might actually be harvesting a Georgia rattlesnake soon, just shortly. We'll see.
Let me see. I will show it. It actually is all fully brown.
Well, we'll look.
I would say it's dried up, but it's been raining all day, so it's not really dried up.
Like I said, it's hard maneuvering your way over here. Boy, that sounds delicious.
See?
Yep.
You want to take it now or later?
Think. Whoop, if I don't fall. Whew. Very nice. Yeah. That is definitely dried up. You know, I'm going to let it go a couple days because there's a tiny little bit of green right there on the tendril. Well, you know, that may be it. Okay. I'm going to use you as a... You stay right there. Okay. Ugh. There's some little ones. I think we're getting around the little bush watermelons. Morgan, what's this tag say? Morgan, what's this tag say?
Blacktail Mountain.
Okay, so Blacktail Mountain is a dark green with no striping on the outside. Very red, dark flesh. Very delicious. Pretty good size. Probably our medium watermelon. So there it is.
That one has a dried up tendril too, but not fully, so we don't have to pick it technically.
So it's Tuesday here, so we're trying to wait and push them as far out to the weekend for our market sales as we can.
It split.
Uh-oh. Now this is sometimes what happens with watermelons when it rains a lot and they split. They can either be ripe or unripe.
This one is not ripe.
Yeah, so that gets fed to the chickens.
You can see the red flesh. Yeah. Where is it going?
It's not quite as red as it should be, but you know, that's because it exploded before it had a chance to grow. Got another one right there. It's not quite ready. Several more. And it's okay because the chickens love it, and that's what we do with the rest of our food that we don't eat, is we feed it to the chickens. So, yeah, and the rabbit. So, when you buy eggs from us, we feed them Combach feeds, but we also feed them our leftovers. So they get fresh, organically grown, certified naturally grown produce, which is great, and a lot of different things out of it. So you get really healthy eggs. Yeah, the duck eggs are extremely good. So I got a bunch over here. Maybe one of them's ripe. Several of them have green tendrils, just not green as much as I would like. That one.
This one has no tendril.
No tendril.
Well, it broke off.
Oh.
Hey, that one's ripe.
You know, I would say you're right. You can go ahead and pick that, Morgan.
Yikes. Oh gosh.
Pretty good watermelon. Ooh, that one's really nice, but it's got a little bit. See if I can get down here. A little bit of the tendril left, so we're just gonna let that one stay a couple days. I think our neighbor is hollering at their dog. Apparently he's being a bad dog.
Going up in the woods.
Oh, got a little baby watermelon here. Little bitty baby. We've got several Carolina crosses in here, which are humongous. Georgia rattlesnakes, which are humongous. We are coming up on my small mystery watermelon. So this is one that started growing. It could be a from the Blacktail Mountains, but it is smaller. It's like half the size, more of like a personal size watermelon. So, but it's really, really delicious. So we grow it every year. Just call it our small mystery.
I found a tiny watermelon.
Oh, you did.
Oh,
Tom Watson. This one's one of those that are really hard to find nowadays. Even with Baker Creek, it's hard to find. So glad I got some of these left. It's not even close to being done.
okay.
Oop, there's one over there. Just kind of gotta feel around for where to put your feet.
You can't really see it right now.
Ah. So, cute little watermelon. Not even close. You also have to hope that you're not stepping on a snake. And hopefully our cats take care of the snake population in here. They kind of let us down on the squash behind the barn. A few weeks ago we actually found a humongous snake skin. Scared Alyssa.
Wrapped around the Rampicante.
Yeah, it was wrapped around one of the Rampicante squashes, so that was fun. Oh, we got a huge one over here. I bet this one is a Carolina cross. So these can get really big, and you can see it is really, really big. Not even close to being done yet, but that's a big sucker.
There's another one.
Ah. So that one's smaller, but it'll be just as big once it grows if everything keeps up. We've had pretty good weather here in East Tennessee for watermelons, thankfully. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I bet that's a scaly bark, Morgan. I can tell by the looks of it.
Not big enough yet.
No. But scaly bark it is. Yeah, scaly barks are really, really thick rinded, and they have a crunchy flesh, which is why a lot of people who normally does not like watermelon or do not like watermelons, they will love the scaly bark because it's crunchy. Doesn't melt in your mouth like a lot of watermelons, so it's actually
Well, my sister likes it.
yeah. Alyssa does not like watermelons, but she loves scaly bark. Probably because of the crunchiness. Now she does like cantaloupe type melons, just not regular watermelons. So we've got a little scaly bark, lots of little scaly barks. The great thing about scaly barks are also they last a really long time. They can actually stay fresh for like a month. We actually had some that we picked in September, and we were still eating them in November, which was pretty cool to have watermelons that are fresh out of your garden in November. Ooh, there's a big one. I bet that, Crimson Sweet, I bet. Because it is not a Blacktail Mountain.
That would be this one.
Yep.
Not right here. No. Okay, I already have another.
Got more scaly bark and Blacktail Mountain there. We got some deer poop over here, which is probably why some of our vines are destroyed. Ooh, Morgan, that's a big one over there.
Right here?
Over here. Well, that one's pretty big.
Oh, and this one too.
That one's little. Ooh. Okay. I have a feeling these might be an orange glow, possibly Jubilee. Ooh, Jubilees are a very, very rich flavored watermelon. Well, no, it could be an orange glow too. We'd have to trace that one back. No, that is going to be a Jubilee because it gets huge and it's not even close to being ripe. So that'll be Jubilee. Now you got to wonder how we can keep up with all these, and it's not always easy, but once you eat so many of them and you're around them for so many years, you kind of get to know what they look like.
Just how you memorize your garden from a year ago.
Yeah. And so, you know, we've got these cool little stakes that tell us what they are, but the cross or the vines go around each other and to the other side and back and forth. So there's some little bitty tiny watermelons over there.
Different one. Don't know what it is, but
One thing we've learned today, or learned this year, is I bet that's a Charleston gray. So you can tell by the light color on that one that what it is. You know, like I said, you kind of find out from time to time what they all look like. But you will see the yellow vines in here. We thought we actually had an issue with something in the nutrients. Couldn't figure out why some of them were turning yellow and some of them were the beautiful green color that they are. So we found out that the Royal Golden, which is new to us from Baker Creek this year, not only is a yellow skinned watermelon, it's got red flesh to it, but the vines are yellow. So that all of these that you see that are yellowing,
Right here?
this is
the one.
So that one should turn out to be a Royal Golden. It's got that yellowish skin to it, so we're still learning it. You know, it does have a yellow skin, but obviously what we found so far is they have a green skin and it turns yellow. Scaly bark.
Yep.
And destroyed watermelon vines over here. Now, me and Morgan always take our shoes off to go in the watermelon and cantaloupe patch, because with shoes on, you cannot feel where you're going at all. So we want to make sure that we don't step on any of our watermelons, because as you can see, the deer already have done their damage, so hopefully we can stop them. Okay, so that was our watermelons, minus where we began. We didn't do those, but we are going to go over to our melons now. I'll also show you. We've got some pumpkins growing for this year. Got to go in there and weed, but it has just been nasty and wet. So we haven't done anything with them really yet. Chicken tractor coop. That's our meat birds. We just processed about 20 of them, so got more to process soon. Y'all are going to be supper.
They're not old enough yet.
Okay, so woo, spiny amaranth. It's also called Satan weed in our family. So we've got some cantaloupes here. We're going to hope they're not quite ready yet. I don't think they are. They're close. We're going to hope they'll be ready for this weekend, because we've got lots of people wanting cantaloupe. So, these did not do so well this year. Don't know if the weeds got them, if the deer got them. No clue. Got a couple golden crispy. That one, we either missed it or it died. But obviously it rotted, so we're just going to throw it out there. Yeah.
You can see.
Those are not doing so well. That one's doing pretty good. And there's Charlie with a big hairball.
He gets into his nesting.
Okay. So we got our queen lime zinnias.
And my favorite.
That hopefully we will be getting some seeds off of soon. And that's the queen lime red, which is just beautiful and gorgeous. These are hearts of gold cantaloupes. So they're not quite ready yet. Cantaloupes, you can tell when they're ripe by the end. They'll get soft on that end, and they'll easily come off right here. So, and you can smell them. Watermelons you can't smell through the rind, but cantaloupes you can. Charlie, I love you, but I'm not going to pet you. Purple, I can't remember if it's purple passion or purple royal purple, something zinnias. What are those?
Purple Prince zinnias.
Purple Prince, that's right. So we decided to just put zinnias between everything, kind of help with pollinators and so forth this year. And they're just pretty. Let's not fool ourselves. I mean, can you say that there's anything about that right there that's just not beautiful? Look how gorgeous that is.
These are queen lime reds.
Ah. So these are our Prescott Fond Blancs. and the deer have about destroyed their vines too. But they are a harder melon. They don't get soft like a lot of the other ones, so you kind of have to really watch. But I don't think any of those are ripe yet. We were really hoping for these guys to be ripe soon. I think that one actually will be done this weekend, I believe, Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting soft. More zinnias, more weeds. Spiny amaranth I pulled. Spiny amaranth I haven't pulled. Oh, we have some golden honeymoon over here, but it is not even close to being ripe yet. Oh, that one's getting there. Golden honeymoon's really delicious too. But, so. Queen lime orange zinnias. These are apple melons over here. And I'm going to head back over here because they are really dense. So we actually had some of these at the farmer's market this weekend and sold out of them. They have a honeydew and cantaloupe flavor to them. More honeydew than the cantaloupe, but they're really tiny and small. Just perfect little personal size melons. And almost, actually, I'm going to say almost all of those are ripe. Yeah, so. Now if I can find somewhere to stand. You can smell them too. Like this one right here is actually starting to split. So, and that's what happens with melons. And that one. So, I'm just going to have to eat them. Put those over there. Ooh, that one gets to go to the chickens. It split all the way to the core, so we won't be able to eat it. And that one too. That's the bad thing about having so much rain in our area is it splits your melons.
Mine just started to split, so
Some, a little bit of split is not bad. Some we can deal with. When it splits all the way, that's not a good thing. Ooh, got a bunch over here. Ooh, that's gonna be good. I dropped my phone. Hopefully I turned it back the right way. If not, the rest of this video may be upside down. I think it's supposed to go this way though. So y'all, if you got any tips on me making videos, I am welcome to listen to you because I am new at all this. And not very good at it, might I add. Ooh. And that's what happens when they're really, really ripe. You drop them and they split wide open. So we'll have to eat that for dinner. Horrible having to eat stuff. All these fresh melons for dinner. I mean, just absolutely terrible. Morgan must have threw a melon to the chickens. I hear them. Whew. So we've got old-timey Tennessees growing here. This is our favorite melon. They get really big.
very sweet.
Very, very sweet. obviously that guy didn't make it. But you'll see them right there. They'll actually, once they mature, they'll get starting to look like an actual cantaloupe melon. Got some petite gris here. That little guy didn't make it either. Probably have petite gris soon.
Yeah.
Those are bigger than they were last year. So here's petite gris. Here's a squash bug. Gotta squish the squash bugs because they'll eat everything. See? And there's proof of deer right there. It's just gorgeous, beautiful. If you love deer and you feed deer, please keep them on your own property. Most farmers don't like them. They eat everything, they poop everywhere, and it's really kind of gross. We do like to eat deer sometimes though, so.
See, I'd be fine with them if they just leave all my food in. Well, not even all my food, if they just leave some for us.
Yeah. They wouldn't destroy all the corn, right?
Yep.
Okay, them little gems are over here. I haven't been eyeballing these guys because I've kept hoping that somebody would be ripe very, very soon. And I think nobody is ripe yet. Well, maybe one of Alyssa's favorites. I stepped on spiny amaranth again, Morgan. Minnesota midgets. Maybe we'll have one of those ripe. Oh, I bet we do. That may be overripe. Yep, that one is actually coming apart.
The other one might be ripe though.
So, that's definitely ripe. Maybe too ripe. And, oh, yep. Look at that.
Oh, you can smell it.
Gosh, that smells good. Oof. And there's number 3. Yum. Okay. Really expected a lot of these to be done.
That one's not hard yet.
But they're not.
Yellow.
Well,
weird.
We have 3. So that's going to be the end of this video. And we'll have more later. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.